Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This lesson is how I construct social media marketing plans for myself and my clients. And obviously, with my military background, I'm very task focused, but I'm a visionary, as you know, from my background and what I'm doing at Dion Jensen Global. So I have an overall vision where you're just telling a story, and then I have a task mentality and a structure where if you put these things in place, this story is going on in the background and you jump into it to make it live. So a huge thank you to my friend Simone Fieler from Brisbane Audio Book Productions for allowing me to use her actual case study. So when I wrote the world's first good news book about post-traumatic stress disorder, about PTSD, Simone, I keep saying her name wrong. Simone recorded my audiobook, which was super powerful. And now that I'm moving into podcasts, I've done an agreement with Simone where I'll do her social media marketing plan for her and she'll do my podcasting files for me. So we barter experience, which is another lesson in itself. So this is the stage. You probably know she is by now, but this is where it all started. So basically, I start with an objective. So what's the objective? You can see it up there. We just want to let the marketplace know who Simone Fieler and Brisbane Audio Production is in order to establish positioning in the audiobook service delivery. So everything I teach is you start with positioning yourself first. And that's a difficult stage unless you can clearly articulate who you are, what you do, and why anyone should care before they even look at why you do what you do. So when I do this for clients or for my students or even for myself, you take the position that you want to take. So when I came out and said, right, I'm the confidence coach, if you're dealing with crisis and chaos or fear and doubt, I'm the guy. I'm the guy that can help you with that because of these things, right? But I don't openly come out and state that. It's part of the story that you hear about me. You see the lion logo, you see the boldness, you see this, and this as part of the story. You saw the crisis leadership stuff. So how do we do that now with someone else? So I want you to know who Simone is first and who Brisbane Audio Production is. But I need to show you the benefits of knowing that first. So the outcomes are, I want to conduct a daily social media campaign for the first month, outlining the benefit of having an audiobook. With 31 memes and 31 post narratives. So I'll prepare 31 memes and 31 post narratives to attach to those memes so that every day Simone can post this online and the story carries on through for the first month. And then we will promote the current authors that she's already has as clients so that those current authors promote those posts. And at the end of everything we do online, there's a clear call to action of contacting Simone via her website, which is brisbaneaudiobookproductions.com. Now, the manner in which we're going to do that, the methodology is I will provide content to fill the curiosity phase of my 4 levels of influence. So I always work curiosity, credibility, authority, and legacy. When someone hasn't heard about you before, they're just curious. Then you have to establish credibility. And then if you provide the results and you get the testimonies and you're good at what you do and you're here for long enough, you become an authority in this space. And then afterwards, and not many people do this, but it's something that our particular tribe, Simone included, is very big on, is creating legacy. So hopefully this video is part of the Lion Academy, a part of what Simone and anything that you're doing is now part of legacy. You could be listening to this 20 years after I've died, hopefully after a long life. And so that legacy lives on. So how do we do that? Phase 1, the first month we're talking about now, a meme will be posted each day with a positive outcome for having an audiobook. This for the whole month is going to be all quotes from Simone, why having an audiobook is important. And it's of benefit to the people looking at it. And then phase 2 will be the second month where we will post a quote from a current author. So it'll be a quote out of one of her current author's books. That way those authors will promote the post as well. That'll go through the networks and we openly share the links to where those authors' books can be purchased. So now we've got a couple of things happening. We already know who Simone and Audiobook Productions is because we've had a month hearing about how cool it is having an audiobook. It hasn't changed since you were a kid. Now the second month is, there's a whole lot of other people that use that service and this is who they are. And then people will resonate with an author. So that's the second thing that's happening. And then the third thing is those authors are going to spread this message because it links to their book. it links to their sale. And we're happy with that, because this is all about getting people's messages out there, getting their stories out there so that people can listen to it. And then I need to get that started, 30 quotes from Simone. So she's given me 30 quotes in her words. And I think we got up to 26. So there's 5 more to go as we go through this process. I just want to show you how we kick it off. So I do everything through Canva. So let's go to Canva. If you haven't got Canva, I will put a link at the bottom of this video where you can get it. Then over here in Canva, I've preloaded the first one. So the hashtag that we're going to use for Simone is Audiobook Magic. We've obviously got her website down the bottom. And then we're going to go off those quotes. Now, if we go back to Simone's first quote, you love being read to when you were a kid. Believe me, nothing's changed. Love the message, so I just have to find a photo that matches and alter the words slightly so it's not too many words. So you love being read to as a kid. Believe me, nothing's changed. And then the picture there of mum reading to daughter reinforces that message. And then in a separate Word document, I will have the post narrative so that she can post it straight to Facebook, and then she can just copy and paste that over there. And then in Canva, all I do to keep building it out is I just push copy, go back to the first meme, because all the settings in that are all the same. Hashtag's the same. Call to action website is the same. The only thing that's going to change is the photo and the wording. So again, I go back to the quotes. Number 2, copy. The spoken word gives you power. I'll copy that. I'll select all in here like on a Word doc. And I'll put in here, the spoken word gives you power. And I always like to put capitals at the start of each. Let's do this. The spoken word on a short quote gives you power. All right, so that's the quote for the second one. Now we just need to find a photo that matches. So we go back over here into photos, and let's do something. We could put power, we could do speaking, we could do something with a whole lot of energy behind it. Microphone, let's do a microphone. And I think the microphone is going to be a big theme as we go through this. I mean, I like that because I'm a speaker, but that's right in the middle where the words are. So let's look more of a picture. And then obviously with the color of the text, we're going to pick something. So we just select it, right click it, replace background. And then we have, that looks pretty cool actually. Now what we can see with the colors here, the white looks quite light. So what I do is I click on the picture, I go to adjust, and I just darken it. If I like the picture, this is really all I do. You see, look how shiny that metal looks now. And then if I'm not happy with the position of the microphone, I just go to crop, and then you'll see there's a little bit of room to move. I put it right in the middle, right up to the side. Let's just put it on the edge. Living on the edge. And then I might be able to come up here and just put these words down here, perhaps. The spoken word gives you power. I can crunch this up a bit. That looks pretty cool. And then with Canva, oh, there's the middle there. We can do something along those lines. Spoken gives you power. We can adjust this down the bottom. We make sure that the top and the bottom, the hashtag and the website, they're aligned. And then I just play with what's in the middle. Everybody's different. We can move this over here. Get a little bit closer to the microphone. And there we have it. So already we've got our 2 memes for the first 2 days of the month as it comes through. Now, there's lots of different things you could do here. There's lots of different microphones, lots of different pictures, but we have a reference now. We have the first Word doc where we're just outlining them. And then as we go through, I'll just build these all out. And then in a separate Word document, I'll create the posts, just like I did for my crisis leadership. So if I quickly show you how that worked in the crisis leadership, so you've got a reference point. If I go to social media and I go to my posts, I go to crisis leadership, let's go phase 2, 2.7. There is what I'm actually copying and pasting straight across into Facebook. So I would highlight all of this, open up a Facebook page, and that is my post. But the meme that's attached to it if I go back to the social media, if I go back to memes, and I'm just going to check, where are we? 2.7. So we're looking for our crisis memes, which is in crisis leadership, phase 2. We're looking for page 2.7. There it is. So here's the meme already done, and you saw how I did that in Canva. So I just go to Facebook, click on picture, select this picture, and then I go to my post and I paste the post in there. That's everything done. So let's open that up and I'll show you how to do that. I won't push save on that, so I'll just open up my Facebook. This is my Anzac Match page, so I could go photo, and then when I look for the photo, you already know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to social media, I'm going to go to posts, so just go desktop, social media, posts. Oh no, I'm doing the photos first, aren't I? My apologies. I'm going to go to memes, I'm going to go to crisis, I'm going to go to crisis leadership, I'm going to look for phase 2, 2.7. That picture is going to upload, attach it to my story. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go to my crisis leadership 2.7 and I check. So 2.7 is about putting centuries out. I check the photo that's just uploaded. Yep, putting centuries out. I paste that. That is all in there. And then if I push post now, that will post straight to my page. Let's do it now. I can always delete it. That's the fun of being the instructor. So I click on post, and then I go, oh, who's that? Harvey, oh, good to see you, brother. Good to see you there. You're now famous, you're in Legacy. So if I now just refresh the page, and we scroll down, there it is. That's what's going to show on people's Facebook feeds. Crisis Leadership Phase 2, put centuries out, early warning opportunities and threats. And here's the post that we just cut and paste. It's all sitting there ready to go. But of course, this is a training video, so I will delete this now. And you can go back through and reverse engineer what I just did. So there you go. Keep an eye out for Simone Fieler and Brisbane Audio Book Productions.com under the hashtag Audiobook Magic. You saw it here first.